Part 2. If you missed part 1, you might want to go back and watch that. For the rest of you, let me catch you up on what's happened thus far. Some of the Above the Felt crew have gathered at the new Venetian Poker Room for a final meetup game titled Berkey and Friends. Berkey himself has not been having a good go of it and is spilling chips at a rapid rate, denouncing everyone as nits, with yours truly being the center of his ire and apparently King Nit.
Your hero is a nit.
I doubled up Landon, and then in the very next hand got all that money back and then some, while he's doubled up Guapo in a hand that I opened for Guapo, and everyone is having a great time. Except Berkey. He's at his wit's end. After not long, Berkey table changes to another newly opened mug table. I guess our table was just too hard for him. The straddle is back on in this one, and it begins with the cutoff deciding to limp in. Waking up in the small blind with jacks, I raise to $45 and only get a call from the straddler. Heads up. I start with the check, the under the gun player bets $20, and I call. You know, I've played these stakes for years. Years and years in St. Louis. So I should know that when the turn pairs the 7 and I check and he bets again, I'm probably dead. But for some stupid reason, I call again. I finally do wisen up when the river 4 of hearts falls. I resign and he checks it back and I lose to ace deuce of diamonds. Not a big blow, but I should know better by now. You think? Contrary to the nitty claims, I was playing a ton of hands this session. Judging from how much I had to cut during editing, I was probably playing upwards of 50% VPIP. In the hand following the loss with pocket jacks, Jamie Kerstetter opens to $10 under the gun. I call with deuce 3 of spades from the button, and the big blind makes it $45. Jamie folds, but I see no reason to fold such a powerful hand, mere seconds after getting my jacks cracked. I must avenge them. Jack 10-8 rainbow. He checks, and I check back this dream flop. The turn ace of spades piques my interest, and the big blind leading out for $60 does not dissuade me. I call.
He tasks me. He tasks me, and I shall have him. I'll chase him round the moons of Nibia and round the Antares maelstrom and round perdition's flames before I give him up.
When the river pairs the 8, but also brings in the backdoor flush, the big blind tosses out $100, and I haphazardly just move in for $222. Full houses be damned. I don't get the snap call, so that's always a good feeling. He tanks for a bit, reveals that he is holding the ace of hearts, tanks for a few seconds more, then calls. My flush is good, and my pocket jacks have been avenged. Guapo, whose day started with me helping him get doubled up by Berkey, opens this next hand to $12 from the hijack. 8-7 of clubs isn't often raising in this configuration, but not often doesn't mean never. I raise to $40 and get one caller, Jamie Kerstetter. Oh no. I like Jamie. I don't want to do her dirty. 10 of clubs, 9 of diamonds, deuce of diamonds. Oh no. She checks. I continue for big, $60. She calls. Oh no, Jamie. Oh no.
You liking her has nothing to do with nothing. Punish her, punish, punish, punish.
Jack of clubs. She checks again, and I bet $200. She gives this some thought, and then moves in for $320 total. Damn it, Jamie. I call. The river deuce of clubs? I mean, that's just kind of rude. I like Jamie. Damn you, Ethan. Damn you.
The only morality in a cruel world is chance.
The cards from that hand are gathered and a new hand is dealt. Once again, Guapo isn't paying attention under the gun when it's his action. I look down at 9-5 of diamonds and fold. I then grab his hand, see 3-4 of diamonds, and open for him to $12. The guy on my left comments that it worked good last time.
Worked good last time.
Yeah. I agree. Both the small and big blinds called at $12, and they're off to a flop 3 ways. 3 of hearts, 4 of clubs, queen of clubs. You've got to be kidding me. The small blind checks, the big blind checks, and Guapo continues for $12, and both blinds call again. The turn, man, the poker gods are funny. The turn is the 4 of hearts. Are you serious? The small blind checks, the big blind checks, and Guapo, being slick, checks it back. The river brings the jack of hearts, which is one of the cards that may complete a backdoor flush. The small blind checks again. However, now the big blind bets $45. Guapo tanks for a second, then makes it $500 to go. Both players pretty quickly fold, and he then shows them his full house.
How good am I, Guapo? How good am I? She's like, I'm not, that tilted me. Like, now I'm tilted. I would have, if you would have called, I would have given your money back, because that's not right. He's not right.
While our table is laughing and having a good old time, Berkey is now on an adjoining table, losing pots left and right, and still calling me a nit. He's not even on our table anymore.
Even whenever you try to do stuff, you still fucking make me nuts.
I give him a suggestion about how he can improve his poker skills.
You should try upswing poker.
That was good.
Yeah.
If this one would all went through different things, if it's like Jamin's table, by Jamin's table I mean any table with Jamin on it.
What did you do to me?
I don't know what I did to him.
He raised queens, got caught in 2 spots, missed 50. He just called it.
The next man had 60 left.
Hey, don't shame the short stack.
Yeah.
My methodology works.
It did work.
Old school Drawing Dead viewers will recognize this hand from way back. Prior to discovering the power of 3-5 suited, I was a big proponent of this hand, soon dubbed the Kevin. Here I open it to $6 and get called in 2 spots. Let's see if it still has any magic left in it. King 8-5, 2 clubs, 1 heart. Jamie in the big blind checks to me. I, in the hijack, make it $10 and still get called in 2 spots. The Queen of Spades turn gets checked through because who would check a king here? The river pairs the 8. I don't like this river. I'm probably chopping with the king here, and one of these 2 players calling the flop with an 8 is highly probable. Jamie checks and I check, and the cutoff bets $35, to which Jamie calls. I don't believe I'm ahead. I think Jamie has the best hand, but it's just money.
I think I could beat you, but I can't beat her.
I can't beat her either.
All right.
I guess the Kevin still works. So still in the room, the meetup game is in full swing, happening behind me. I bought in for $1,200, $300 of which I put on the table to begin with. It looks like Nikki might be up a little bit. Barrick Galfon might be up a little bit. Berkey is buried. And I think Herstetter is up. So for the above the belt team, we're good. I even think Landon is up. We probably have another hour or 2 here in the room, and then who knows what we'll get into.
Hey, man.
You're all in dark?
I'm gonna be. Here. I haven't looked yet.
Got it.
I don't know, 1,600 money. Maybe we'll keep it here. Yo, triple up, triple up. What am I rooting for? Is it bad? Is it bad? It looks like it's bad. Oh, that is bad.
Midnight on me, baby.
Come on,
Baby. Bring it on to me. Oh. Bring it on to you.
God damn it, James, every time. Been going on like this since 2008. You ruined me. This is the 25th time you've retired me, James.
So the meetup game is still in full swing, but we've lost one. This guy, Matt Berkey. Into these games, 1-3 no limit, for $3,000.
2,800.
2,800. Torched.
Torched. And I get my parking validated. Okay?
You have a good night, sir.
You too.
Like I said, I was playing way too many hands this session, despite the beliefs of Mr. Berkey. Here, I decide to use the low jack to open deuce 7 offsuit to $12. I end up getting called by the hijack and the small blind. The flop of 8-6-4 with 2 spades gets checked by all participants. The turn 10 of hearts gets checked by Jamie in the small blind, so I bet $20 and everyone folds.
Got it through. Got it through, boys.
Playing way too many hands. 2 hands after the deuce 7 offsuit hand, the low jack opens to $10, which gets called by the hijack, the cutoff, and the small blind, before I decide to 3-bet from the big blind, holding pocket kings to $65. This action sheds everyone except the hijack. Heads up. Deuce 9 deuce with 2 spades. I see bet for $70, and he calls. Ace of spades. Ugh! Why? I check, and he now bets $70, and it's, it's just hand funeral time.
Why am I the worst, Wappa?
Yeah, the same breed, but totally different.
I probably should. Yeah.
In the final hand that I play in this session, there's an early position open to $10, which is called by the low jack and the hijack. I slide my little $10 in there as well from the small blind, holding 10-9 offsuit. Jack 8 deuce with 2 clubs. I check, the early position player checks, the low jack has apparently seen enough and folds, and the hijack checks. Somehow we've gone from 4 players to 3 players when the ace of spades appears on the turn. There are 2 more checks to start this street before the low jack bets $20. This bet is called by only me and my straight draw. The queen of hearts completes that draw, and I check again, allowing the low jack to continue betting, which he does for $40. I make it $450, and he goes into the tank for a very long time. During this process, he shows pocket deuces to the table and goes back into the tank. 1 minute and 21 seconds before he finally finds the fold.
So we had 4 to a straight.
Show it.
No.
Did you have aces?
No.
So we're out of here, my friends. Another vlog is in the book, another successful meetup game. So we have arrived here in our fabulous suite at the Venetian, and the meetup game was a success. I think it's going to be our final meetup game here for a while. It was called Berkey and Friends, and I think everyone had a good time except for Berkey himself. Me, Myself, I bought them for $1,200 and left with 1201. That's called profit. That's called crushing it. And since it's still relatively early outside, I might go spend that dollar somewhere out there. I might jump into another game. I might vlog it. If not, I might just rest for tonight, take it easy, get up early and play, and I might vlog that. Who knows? Like I said, the night is young, people. But let's wrap this thing up. So if you like the vlogs, leave me a comment. I might respond, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time, which might be in a couple hours. Hell, it might be in a couple minutes.